and 11 boundaries. Not often you see the sixes more than the fours. And a best of 96 not out yesterday. And you had the pleasure of covering this game, Asghar.
Yeah, tremendous power hitting yesterday, and he really entertained everybody around the park. He's a dangerous player, and Muhammad Jawad, he's a skitty customer. Pretty much impressed with his lines and length and little bit of swing. He's got a mean bouncer, and it's going to be interesting to see how he goes.
Yeah, his bouncer has a certain fan in the com box. Kes Farouk really enjoys it when he bowls that bouncer. And as you said, he's a skiddy customer. He's going to be a handful. This is the battle right here. It's fan code DCC X10 Division 2. The first ball, it's hit him outside leg stump. And it's racing away. Third man cleans up. It's a leg bye to start off. What a delivery first up.
Really, just like Shaheen Afridi, Mitchell Stark, Trent Bolt, all these left-armers are there. Always very nippy and dangerous to the right-handers. Great shape on the ball. Unfortunately, missing leg stump, and luckily for Adnan, he was a bit late on it. Fell across the stumps.
Yes, absolutely. Just a bit late. Head falling over. And Jawadullah is going to take that clip and put it on Instagram. Asghar Khan had just compared him to Shaheen Shah Afridi. And that was a very good delivery indeed. It's Syed Maqsood now. Oh, he's bowled him. He has bowled him. It was a full toss. He's played all around it. And the leg stump has been disturbed. Well, this is a cruel game. 96 not out yesterday. First ball duck today. Rasasi are 1 for 1.
That was a ripper. That was a great ball. Look at that, full and straight swinging base of leg stump, and Syed Maqsood has been castled first ball. That's a huge breakthrough. Maqsood goes for a first ball duck and 1 for 1 Rasasi. New batsman walking in is Hafiz Afridi, a very talented all-rounder, but he's got a big task on his hands at the moment because Jawadullah has provided that real dent for Rasasi. First up, he will be looking to bring his bat down quickly because he bowled a lethal yorker to knock over Syed Maqsood.
Yeah, good tournament so far. He's not had a lot to do with the bat because of that opening partnership. 182 strike rate and that average of 22. And if they can get 25, 30 odd runs here from him, they'll be very happy. Rasasi. That was a jolted the system. First ball duck for Syed Maqsood, the highest run scorer of the tournament so far. Oh, it's another full toss. And the umpire has called it a wide. Rightly so. Mr. Sunij, outstretched arms. That didn't swing as much.
Actually, he's really looking to pitch the ball up and gets that swing. But sometimes it just goes on with the arm. And that one didn't came back.
Yeah, just over that white line. Even with Hafiz Afridi almost on middle and off. Maybe just trying to keep his foot out of the way for that from that in-swinging yorker. Oh, he's bowled him. The full tosses are magical. It's a full delivery. It's a full toss. By no means the perfect yorker. And Abdul Hafiz Afridi had no clue. Rasasi are 2 for 2.
In modern day game, we saw many times with Shaheen Afridi and Stark, and these youngsters, they are, real role models for these youngsters, and he's reminiscent of those two. Great start, 2 wickets. Afridi goes for a first ball duck. Rasasi in big trouble, 2 for 2.
Well, everybody's getting padded up now in that dugout. Both the opener and the one-down batsman falling first ball. Safir Tariq walks in, still unbeaten in the tournament. They haven't gotten him out, and they'll need that right now, the Rasasi lineup.
Safir Tariq, terrific player and someone you really need in this sort of situation. Technically correct, he's got a great head on his shoulders. Big job to do, facing up to Jawad Ullah.
This time the ball doesn't swing in. As you said, Safir Tariq slightly more technical as a batsman. Just gets bat on ball.
Bit tentative on that occasion. Understandably, the first delivery, he was not sure. That was the first wicket. Absolute Jaffer. Bice of leg stump, and Maqsood was in no man's land. Again, he's backing away Afridi. I can't understand that one.
Well, the delivery that got Syed Maqsood, had he been hit on the pads, I think the umpire would have said not out, because that ball was swinging. It's guesswork to think that ball is going to hit the base of leg stump. But Hafiz Afridi, well, he had no clue. In the end, just backed out of it. What an over this so far. Goes for the short ball. And is Sunij going to call it a wide? Well, we've had everything. Wides, leg buys, the furniture demolished.
It's all happening here at Vision Cricket Centre. And this was close to the glove. Keeper went up. He was hoping that he gloved it, but no damage done for Rasasi.
And still 2 more deliveries to come. It's been a long over, especially when 2 batsmen have to walk out. What a start this for the Z Game strikers. They got Rasasi out for 62 in the last game they played. Short, and he's left it alone.
Just mixing up his length, and intelligently done as well, because you want to push the batsman on the back foot. He's expecting swing and length. Previous 2 batsmen, he's been dismissed with the full deliveries. Now this is a crucial delivery. He set him up. Will he go for that big in swinging Yorker again? And Safir Tariq has got to be on his A game. Well, this is the big delivery.
Yeah, absolutely. Expect that in swinger. Yes, it's the in swinger. It's pitched outside leg stump. Sunit says not out. It was a plead more than an appeal. And this over has been a special over. Could have easily had 3 wickets there, Jawadullah, but he finishes with 2. And Rasasi in the first over in a lot of trouble. 4 for the loss of 2 wickets.
कोई बात नहीं अगला फिर कर यहाँ से एक और कर ओवर एक और ओवर कर जल्दी से आओ शॉट फाइन एजाज पीछे से आना सर्कल से ठीक है ये मैं देखूंगा ये वाली छोड़ दे फील्ड
Eventful first over, action packed, with Jawadullah dismissing Syed Maqsood and later on Hafiz Afridi. 2 massive wickets, to set up this game for Cool Boys.
No run.
Oh, he's cut that ball hard through the hands of that point fielder. And the first boundary off the bat for a Rasasi batsman, that will calm the nerves a bit.
Not an easy shot on this pitch against Ismail. He's skidding on with the arm, but Safir Tariq, terrific footwork and great bat speed, and bisecting the two fielders. That gives you a lot of pleasure when you find the gap like that.
Well, I know for a fact that you have found the gap about 1,000,000 times. And I know you have a big smile on your face, Asghar, every time you find that gap, especially when you play that cover drive. Yeah, Safir Tariq will feel a lot of confidence after that boundary. But I tell you what, if I'm Ismail, I wouldn't mind that one bit, because he's going on the back foot and trying to cut that ball. And if the ball comes in sharply, could get the furniture disturbed. Again, he's cut it. Again, this time, there were 3 fielders backward of point, and he's found the gap.
This is one of Safir Tariq's strength. He does cut really, really well. And this was a little easier shot because there was a little bit more room. And he really thumped that one. That is terrific shot.
Well, not a bad option to have Safir Tariq to face Ismail. I know Adnan Khan struggles against left arm spin sometimes. So maybe, just maybe, Rasasi finding their groove.
This time he went straighter with the arm ball, and Safir is up equal to the task. Just pushes towards mid-wicket, and Nader Sen cleans up.
This is the bit of a challenge for Rasasi. Any other pair of batsmen, that probably would have been 2 runs. A lot of real estate on that mid-wicket side. And Nader Sen, he's quick, but he had to come to his wrong side to pick it up. Safir Tariq would have wanted to get back on strike, but it's Adnan Khan now. You'd say the survivor of the carnage in the first over.
Yeah, he was looking all the action from the other end and thinking, gosh. This time he trying to go over the top, over the leg side. Didn't made a decent connection. It probably would be a leg by.
Yeah, it's called a leg by. And Jawadullah, we have to be a bit aware at the situation he threw at the batsman's end. You need to push Adnan Khan. A throw at the non-striker's end would have been a bit more interesting.
Maybe Ismail can slow it up a little bit. It's going to be a gutsy call, but twice he got cut. Oh, whether it was an inside edge, I think. Maybe he needs to just slow it up one time in this over and entice Safir Tariq to go over the top. This pitch does turn at times, and with the new ball, if he gets it to turn, it's going to be dangerous.
Oh, it's a big appeal. Mr. GB Alex nods his head. Safir Tariq playing all around that one. That was again a quicker delivery. And Furqan Khalil, that's the idea to the umpire, going way down the leg side. End of over number 2, 14 for 2, Rasasi. Well, this is a good move from the captain, bringing in Jawadullah back for his second over.
This time hit through cover. Adnan was looking to get on with it, get some tempo going to his innings, and not finding the middle.
Well, he'll be relieved that he's taken a single. Not bad idea, charging down the track instead of just waiting for that ball to come hit the stumps.
That's very good piece of captaincy, as you early on was saying off air that Jawad must be given another crack because this is a new ball and he's already picked up 2 wickets.
Yeah, we've seen Shahrukh hold him back, give him the 1 over, and then bring him back in the second power play, the optional power play. But this is a good move here. Again, it's a big appeal. And again, the umpire says not out. That's why I feel Syed Maqsood is a bit unlucky. Had the ball hit his pads, probably would have gotten away with it. I think this is, well, just outside leg stump. Very good decision, Sunij.
Terrific umpiring. Not easy to pick up the line all the time. But Safir Tariq must be careful. He's shuffling across way too much. When you're playing left arm over the wicket, you need to open up stance a little bit, get your head in line, and wait for the ball to swing. If you plant and play cross, you are flirting with danger.
Absolutely spot on there, Asghar. Not easy to face those deliveries with the shoulder down. You have to bring it just on as much as you can. Oh, what a connection there. Brilliant hit. And it's hit Ahmed Khwaja's car. I hope it's insured.
Wow, what a terrific shot. Safir Tariq has picked up that with absolutely ease. Jawad this time bringing his length back and drifting onto middle and leg. And great wrist work and bat flow. 6.
What a release shot that was. And almost getting Ahmed Khwaja's car. He is very lucky. Faizan Khan right behind him watching the action. And Safir Tariq is racing along nicely. This is a good start in terms of the run rate if you ignore those 2 wickets that have fallen.
Yeah, 2 big wickets, but slowly but surely Safir Tariq is getting a move on. 3 quality shots, 2 against the left arm spinner and now 6 against Jawad.
Again a short ball, but this time Safir Tariq plays it nicely down to fine leg. A 6 followed by a 4, 10 off the over so far. And Safir Tariq, as Asghar was saying, technically the better batsman, is getting a good hang of how to face Jawadullah.
Jawadullah getting a bit carried away with in this over. After picking up those 2 wickets, the idea was to continue with that rhythm with 1 out short delivery, but he's got his direction slightly wrong in this over, drifting onto the middle and leg stump. And Safir Tariq picked up 2 wonderful boundaries.
11 off the over. 25 for 2, Rasasi. Another short ball. This time it's in the air. Just a couple of bounces to square leg. Just a single.
This time Jawad is testing him again with the short ball, and the fielder was well placed at square leg, but credit to Safir Tariq, he kept it down. He knows that the man is back and he's got already runs of this over. So he wants to dig deep and take it till the end because he's the key to Rasasi's chances.
Yeah, absolutely. They have the runs now. You don't want even Adnan Khan to do anything stupid here. Goes for the short ball. Very good bouncer. And Adnan Khan, like a ballerina, moves out of the way. 26 for 2 Rasasi at the end of 3 overs. The batting yet to come. They do have Mohammad Hassan and Rahman Gul and Faisal Amin, 3 batsmen who can hit the ball hard. Abdul Malik, we know, is an aggressive batsman as well. So do have a lot of batting. They don't mind the 2 quick wickets lost, but one of them being Maqsood, and again the highest run scorer of the tournament. You will miss the action.
Because Maqsood is a big hitter and a match winner, that was a big loss. But Safir Tariq settling in nicely, steadying the ship. And they want to get some momentum. Their already run rate is up. They're playing well. They found a partnership here, and here comes Nadir Hussain to break this partnership. That wily old customer with all the toys. The in swing, the leg cutter, the off cutter.
Look at that record. 4 wickets in the tournament, economy rate of 8. And he was virtually unplayable in that last game of Rasasi versus the Z Game Strikers. That's why they've brought him in early. Usually comes in to bowl over number 6 or what. And just as you said, the first delivery, hooping in swinger.
A terrific cricketer, Nadir Hussain. Pretty much at times underrated, but he does the job most times. Beautifully played by Safir Tariq, letting the ball come. Couldn't find the gap.
Yeah, he's one of those players that will do everything you ask him to do. Oh, misfield. It's racing down to third man. Faisal Altaf, they're pushing for 2. Good running between the wickets, Adnan Khan.
Can't afford to be sloppy in the field. And that was a leg cutter, slow delivery. Straightforward fielding, but he got himself into a tangle and messed it up.
Well, Akshay Rathore, he's a good fielder. But when you've been brought up playing at the 7s with that pristine outfield, sometimes a bit of up and down, and you're not ready mentally. Oh, he's edged it. He has edged it. Again an in-swinger. Safir Tariq knew that that ball was coming in, but a bit too late on the cut. And a good catch taken by Furqan Khalil.
What a breakthrough. What a breakthrough. Man with the golden arm, and Safir Tariq just trying to force the issue. Wasn't required. It was close to him. He was playing so well, but he departs for a well-made 22. Much needed after too early loss of 2 wickets. But that's another breakthrough. Safir Tariq goes for 22 of 15 deliveries, and Rasasi at 28 for 3 after 3.3.
A new batsman is Mohammad Hassan, and this is a good test of his skill as well. An opener by trade, and he's walking in over number 4. So he can handle the situation, but it's the wickets that are falling quickly in a cluster. Just the 12 runs in the tournament so far. Hasn't had a big bat, and that is a crucial boundary for Rasasi.
Mohammad Hassan and Nadir Hussain play a lot of cricket together. They exactly know what they are up against. So Mohammad Hassan has got a big job to do, a very talented cricketer, and I wish he could have made further stride in UAE cricket. A very talented cricketer. He must focus and live up to his potential.
Yeah, that's the wicket then. As you said, very close to cut. And a good catch. Even Furqan was wrong-footed. And this time, guiding it down towards square leg. Glenn Fernandez, the fielder. Looking for 2, but not easy. And just on Mohammad Hassan, you're absolutely right. Probably one of the top-tier all-rounders, fast-bowling all-rounders that we have here in the UAE. And I think if he gets to play some high-grade cricket like the fan code DCC X10, he will be in the eyes of the people looking around. Slower delivery. It was a leg cutter, but no damage done. Not stealing a bye there. So that's the end of over number 4. Another good over from Nadir Hussain. 33 for 3, Rasasi. That's the bowling card so far. Mohammad Jawadullah, what a spell from him, 2 for 14. Mohammad Ismail, 9 runs in his first over, and then Nadir Hussain picking up a wicket, giving away only 3 runs. A change in bowling now. It's Glenn Fernandez, the left arm spinner. So trial by spin for the Rasasi batsman.
Yeah, Furqan Khalil behind the stumps, settling the fielders and looking to get the angles right. Glenn Fernandez into the attack, and Mohammad Hassan, he will be looking to get going straight away. Beautifully bowled again, coming on with the arm, and Hassan was looking to push for a 1, It's a dot ball.
Glenn Fernandez is the kind of bowler you would like, Asghar. Slow in the air, trying to turn. Look at the number of wickets. 10 wickets in the tournament so far. Economy rate of 8. And he's completely different from Ismail, who's like an in-swing bowler. Tossing it up. It's in the air. Could this be a chance? No, it's a maximum. Well, that is the danger. When you float it up and you're slow in the air, the batsman will always try to chance their arm.
He was hoping to get a little bit of turn, but on that occasion, it just Mohammad Hassan getting to the pitch, long stride, great balance, going straight, importantly, and finding the middle of the bat. That's a confidence-boosting shot for Hassan.
Yeah, very good looking shot that. And their Rasasi batsmen doing well in terms of the run rate. But they will want to get at least 100, 110 on the board against a full strength Z Game strikers. Furqan Khalil, Shahrukh Amin, both batting really well in the tournament. So is Akshay Rathore and Lovepreet Bajwa. As the umpires have a look at the ball, I think it's a bit out of shape because of that maximum.
Yeah, every time they get a good over, immediately they lost a wicket.
Well, those are the highest wicket takers of the tournament. Zishan Durrani has been unplayable. 7.5 economy rate, 7 average and 13 wickets. And then number 2 is the man bowling right now, Glenn Fernandez. 10 for him. Ismail at number 3 against Z Game strikers. Ahmed Nawaz, another leg spinner, bowling really well in the tournament. The economy rate, unbelievable, 5.83. No wonder the cool boys are top of table. And Abdul Malik, well, he's only played the 5 games, but he has 6 wickets to his name.
Yeah, terrific stuff from all of them. In this format, it's not easy to get the batsmen bob down for long periods of time, and the economy rate does matter a lot. Meanwhile, the ball is back. It was hit out of the park.
Well, the Vision Cricket Centre, for all its beauty, is probably one of the worst grounds in the world to play cricket, where you keep losing the ball. In the last game, Rasasi, I think, knocked out 7 or 8 of them, couldn't find them. We start again. Again a tossed up delivery. It's in the air. This could be dangerous. Man settling underneath it. It's Nadir Hussain. And he is not dropping many. Glenn Fernandez picks up another wicket. It's a big one.
This is very gutsy from Glenn. Tossing the ball up again. On that occasion, he just got a little bit of bounce and dip on him, and little bit of spin. And Hassan just lost a little bit of shape. His head went back and he tried to hit it over the top, safely pouched by Nadir Hussain.
Yeah, Mohammad Hassan, beg your pardon, walks out for 7 of 5 deliveries. Rasasi keep losing wickets. 39 for 4 in 4.3.
Next time, yeah. Left him round to you. 3 to come. Sorry, yeah. Left him over.
Well, walking into bat is the left-handed Abdul Malik. And walking into the com box is Ahmed Khwaja. Ahmed, welcome.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman. Outside edge, worked away towards third. Glenn offering a touch of width, and it's skidded away to the boundary. Abdul Malik off the mark with a 4. Nicely done.
Yeah, good way to get off the mark. Abdul Malik, thick outside edge. That's why they've sent in the left-hander, not Rahman Gul or Faisal Amin. Good move, aggressive move there by Rasasi. And Glenn Fernandez, who's conceded 10, but more importantly has picked up the wicket in the over.
Oh, a big shot attempted. Big extended appeal. But did that hit him outside the line there, Abdurrahman?
Well, I think he's hit him on the waist. I don't think you're getting an LBW appeal like that. The ball is bouncing over the stumps.
Well ball, Glenn. Very good comeback, Glenn. Excellent.
Yeah, hint of extra bounce there, I reckon. Good decision by umpire Sunij. Width offered, this time turning away from the left-hander. Very interesting. Halfway stage, Rasasi struggling a bit, 43 for 4.
एक शॉट फाइन आएगा ग्लेन एक और ओवर करना है इसी तरह तगड़ा शाबाश गुड कमबैक जेरी आजा फाइन लेग
Bowling change, right arm over. Thank you, sir.
Right then, it's going to be Faisal Altaf, the young fast bowler, into the attack. And joining me in the commentary box attack is going to be Faizan Khan. Good evening, Faizan.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Good evening to you as well. It's such a long time that we haven't been in the same combox, more than a year actually. So good to be back with you.
Absolutely. Faisal, 2 wickets in the tournament for him. Oh, through the legs. Excellent keeping for Khan Khalil. I think he saved a certain boundary there.
Certainly. Good ball as well. Following him and going between the legs. Great work behind the wickets by Furqan.
Have to be a touch careful there. Fine leg is in the ring. So you're asking for trouble. But yeah, the idea is good. Don't want to give any width to Adnan. 1 off 6. Struggling to get going here. This time once again off the pads. And you're not going to be seeing a lot of quick singles, I reckon, Faizan.
Absolutely. Looking at Adnan, he doesn't like to run. He likes to play his shots. Today, unfortunately, he hasn't been able to do that. This is not the Adnan that we have seen in the recent past. He likes to go slam bang, go big on his shots. Not today. 1 of 7 deliveries in a T10 game. Not good enough. Adnan Khan needs to pump up now.
Yeah, got a player of the match performance in the previous match day. Just struggling tonight. Dragged onto the leg side. Plenty of protection out there at deep square. Mohammad Ismail cleans it up. So far, the Z Game strikers are bossing the game.
Absolutely, they've done really well. Most importantly, they've taken 4 wickets, which has applied the brakes on Rasasi. Yesterday, Rasasi scored 137 runs in the last game, and they were really, really good in that game.
A long off. Third man and fine leg in, and the leg side sweepers for Abdul Malik. He is very powerful on the leg side. Likes to flick it over cow corner. Nicely bowled, slower delivery. Worked away to Akshay Rathore, another exciting young batter in this striker's side.
Well, Z Games has a very good fielding unit. Yesterday I was covering a game that they were playing, and they were absolutely like a live wire in the field, all of them. They're fit, they run hard, they get to the ball quickly, release the ball quickly, and they grabbed all their chances as well, Ahmed.
Well, full credit to the captain, Shahrukh Amin, setting the tone in the field. Slower ball. That one was a bit of a roller there. Once again, the big heave on the leg side. And Adnan, 2 of 8, very unlike him. Just rolling his fingers off over the ball there.
And I think it is a good idea on this wicket because the ball is sticking in this particular wicket. You can take a look at the wicket and you see it coming off as well. So I think it's a very good idea to bowl length deliveries, slow cutters. It's going to grip in the surface. This one did and didn't bounce at all.
Pulled away this time. And just over the deep square leg for a maximum. That's the raw power of Adnan Khan. Brings up the 50 for Rasasi.
And that is the problem there, Ahmed. When you bowl it a little too short, the batter gets time to hit it over square leg, just like Adnan did. Nicely done. That brings us to the end of the 6th over here. It's 51 for 4 after 6.
Glenn Fernandez continues. And you could see a concerted game plan. They're not bowling in Abdul Malik's batting arc. That was close to that wide line.
In fact, it was outside that wide line, Ahmed, I reckon. Lucky there.
This time he goes downtown. It's a sweet connection for a maximum. New balls, please.
Yeah, I think the organizers won't be happy about the fact that they have to spend so much on the balls. Yesterday we saw 6 of them being hit in the desert. And this one, oh, what a beautiful shot. He was waiting for that one. He knew what the bowler was going to do. And I think it was a good idea to go downtown rather than, going over mid-wicket or square leg. Brilliant shot.
Well, we must have some desert snakes, lizards, or iguanas, thinking it's a dinosaur egg or something. Beautiful shot there from Abdul Malik. Rahman Gul, unfortunately, could not make an impact today, but he's another quality player.
The helmet comes off. It's a spinner in progress. This is good going by Rasasi in the last couple of overs. Couple of sixes that we've seen. One from Adnan. And this one downtown. Massive.
Yeah, you need at least one per over for sure. And this time it was turning in. Nicely mixed up by Fernandez. And once again, umpire very, very generous, I would say.
I think the umpire himself was a bowler in his time, I believe.
Using his feet and bludgeoning this over long off. Goodness me, that's a big blow from Abdul Malik.
What a shot. Using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball and freeing his arms. Beautifully done. What a shot. Even better than the last one. Because this time around he used his feet and it's going to be ball number 3 in this particular over.
Absolutely massive. Nothing Glenn Fernandez can do about that. The matchup favors the batter. But rather than swinging towards the leg side, he's going downtown. Brilliant striking. That will give Rasasi a bit of life. And Glenn Fernandez has 2 deliveries to get out of here with his reputation intact. Abdul Malik has taken a liking to him. Big, powerful batter. And he has a very strange run-up, if you see. Walks across the umpire and then with that left arm angle. Not easy to bowl that way, but it certainly works for him. Oh, nicely bowled into the pitch. And he foxed him there. They will pick up 1 though.
Good running between the wickets, considering how Adnan is not the fastest runner. So nicely done. Adnan is going to be on strike. Sluggish innings from him, although we saw a big 6 in the last over. So I have no doubts in my mind that he would look to go big on this last delivery as well. A good comeback from the bowler. He pulled his length back, and that is what he should do. This is what we were talking about in the last over as well. If you give the ball some air, it's going to get some purchase from the wicket.
Slapped through extra cover. But long off was aware. Mohammad Ismail cleans up. So an expensive over from Glenn Fernandez to clean out his spell. Went for 14, 65 for 4.
That's the scorecard for you. Adnan not out at 9 of 11. Maqsood, 96 runs in the last game yesterday and couldn't get going today. First ball duck. Hafiz, first ball duck as well. Safir scored some wonderful shots all around the park. 22 of 15 deliveries. Hassan, 7 of 5. And now Abdul Malik is batting well, 18 of 9. This is the floating power play that has been taken here after the 7th over. It's 65 for 4. This is going to be very interesting as Ismail has the ball in his hand.
Only 3 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard ring. So there's a deep mid-wicket, a long on. And let's take a look. I guess it will be a long off. Yep. He's just to the bottom left of your screen. He'll sneak in any minute. There he is. Very wideish. Is the captain himself. Or is it Lovepreet? Meanwhile, dragged down the ground for 1. And I think it's the right idea. Get Abdul Malik on strike.
And you see the difference between the two batters. Adnan is trying to hit it, through mid-wicket long on cow corner region. And Abdul Malik has tried to go beyond the bowler, which is, I think, a very good idea. To play in the V is the best way to play.
Forced down the ground. That was a quicker one from Ismail. He bowls those quick darts. Doesn't really look to flight the ball too much. And perhaps you can use that pace to play behind square, behind point or towards fine leg. Maybe the paddle sweep could be useful. This time smashed past extra cover and no chance for the long off. That went like a rocket.
Very good shot. This time he goes through the line of the ball. And this is the difference between the last shots that he played and he was missing out on them. This time through the line, right to the pitch of the ball as well. Absolutely amazing shot. On the up. Not a bad shot to play.
He is a clean striker of the ball, isn't he? 14 of 13 now. And this time heaved towards square leg. It's a flat 6.
Yeah, heave is the word. Heave it is. A pickup shot onto his legs, making room. Just changed the shot at the last moment. And nicely done right from the middle of the bat as well, towards the shorter side of the ground. Brilliant runs for Rasasi here.
Oh, this partnership is piling it on now. Looking ominous for the strikers. Yorker length, nicely bowled. Well, full credit to him. He's taken the responsibility of bowling in the power play. And he should expect to be hammered, Faizan.
Absolutely. Runs coming in the last 2 overs, including this one. 13 of it, 14 of the last over, 78 for 4. Here we go again for the last ball. Nicely bowled. Oh, what a delivery here. Perfect Yorker, dipping in. And Abdul Malik did well to keep it out of the stumps. 8 overs gone, 78 for 4.
One for 24 for Glenn Fernandez in his 2. 2 for 14, Mohammad Jawadullah. Absolutely outstanding, catching the eye once again. And Nadir Hussain, well, he has 1 more over to go. He'll certainly be used. Faisal Altaf has 1 over up his sleeve as well. So it's going to be perhaps the 2 seamers. At one stage, they were 39 for 4. So this is a brilliant partnership of 39 runs. So building along nicely. They want to get to that triple figure mark or as close as possible, Faizan.
Absolutely. 100 is on the cards. We have seen that happen in the last couple of games. Yesterday also. 100 they must get to. As Nadir has the ball in his hand. 1 over, 1 for 3. Brilliant first over coming in for Nadir. 39 partnership of 21 deliveries. That is what Ahmed was talking about. Here we go. Nadir with the first ball.
Oh, that has been smacked over mid-wicket for a huge 6. Right in the slot. And it had to be dispatched.
What a pickup shot from Adnan. Look at that. On the pads, picking it up, hitting it big. And the power that he has, he doesn't need to time the ball all that much. The power can take it beyond the ropes. Now he's looking dangerous, threatening and good. 27 of 16 deliveries, Adnan. Looking to hit every ball out of the park.
Massive striking. Most 6s in the tournament. 19 of them to Adnan. He's chasing his opening partner, Syed Maqsood. Oh, slow delivery. Back of the hander. Very, very nicely bowled, but given as a wide. Well, that was mighty close.
Absolutely. That was touch and go. For a moment, I thought this wouldn't be a wide. Adnan wanted a wide. Talked to the umpire right away. Stretched his hand and showed it to them. Showed it to the umpire there. Syed Maqsood, 7 innings, 218. That's his strike rate. Adnan not far behind, missing out on that slower ball once again. This is a good ploy coming in from Nadir, bowling those slower deliveries on length. And Adnan, all he's trying to do is to heave it over mid-wicket and square leg. Not a great idea. He needs to hit it through the covers. He needs to get his left foot to the pitch of the ball and drive the ball rather than heave it over mid-wicket square leg.
Completely agree. Target the right areas is the name of the game. You have that natural strength. Oh, back of a length there. Once again, that muscle memory taking over, dragging it to long on. They'll pick up one.
Yeah, another one of those shots that Adnan was looking to play towards mid-wicket all the time. It was way outside the off stump. Would have been a wide had he not hit it. But then again, it brings Abdul Malik on strike. He's looking dangerous as well. 19 of 11 deliveries. Some beautiful shots down the ground that he's played.
So they're well within that 100-figure mark. Abdul Malik with an excellent cameo here. Oh, pace on this time. Look at that swing away from the batter there. Nadir Hussain using all his experience.
Very good ball. Very sensible bowling. Keeping it away from the batter, going across the body. A slower ball once again. Back of the hand delivery. Nicely bowled. Very close to being called a wide again. But well bowled.
This will certainly be a wide. Trying to repeat the same dose. Look at that. Just swinging away from Abdul Malik. Well beyond him. So this pair is certainly putting a lot of pressure on the strikers' batters. Pardon me, the strikers' bowlers. 13 away. Still have 8 deliveries to negotiate. How many will they be willing to chase? Slower ball, or is it pace on once again? Beautifully bowled, Nadir Hussain.
Well, I believe it was touch and go for a wide once again. Look at that. Very close to being a wide, but nicely bowled. That is where control comes in. Nadir has a lot of it. Good over under the circumstances from Nadir. Just 9 runs of it, in fact.
And he's missed it again. Brilliant bowling at the death by Nadir Hussain. 87 for 4 with 1 over to go.
Furkan, wide is my call, okay? Don't show me this attitude. This is third time you did in this innings.
But that was not white.
That's my call. Okay. Okay, just respect the umpire's call.
So young Faisal Altaf will be entrusted with the final 6 balls. Can he keep them below 100? It's not going to be easy for the young speedster. Adnan Khan has found his groove eventually. It took him time. Was 2 of 8 at one stage. And Abdul Malik taken a liking to the spinners, but we saw Nadir Hussain exploited that angle really well. And Faisal Altaf has that natural inducker as well. Change of pace. Big off cutter worked away onto the leg side for 1. Good start.
Absolutely. This is the way to bowl in the death overs on this particular wicket, because the ball sticks into the wicket just a little bit, doesn't come onto the bat so easily. So you have to innovate your shots. Adnan tried to do that. He tried to heave it over mid-wicket once again, a little early into the shot, and it went nowhere. Let's see what Abdul Malik does on the next delivery, because he would be under pressure as well. 2 dot balls, the last ones that he played.
Yeah, he's lost a bit of rhythm. He was 19 of 10. Just been beaten for a couple by Nadir, like you mentioned. Chipped in the air, over point. And there's nobody there to catch up to it. Boundary. Nicely created shot there by Abdul Malik.
It was a good ball once again by Faisal. Slowed it down. He was into the shot really early. Just lucky to get bat on ball there. And leading edge, taking it to the boundary for a 4. Lucky 4 for Rasasi here, Ahmed.
Yeah, that was more like a shot from badminton. A drop shot. Just chipping that backward point fielder. It really does test the mettle of these young fast bowlers, this format. You do not expect wickets, you expect to be smashed for sixes. Oh, nicely bowled. A bit too much shifting and shuffling in the crease there, perhaps.
That's pressure for you, because they were looking at 100 and they will have to work hard to get to there now. 8 more required to get to that 100 mark. That's eluding them as of now for Rasasi. Good bowling once again for Faisal. In fact, the last 2 overs, including this one, have been really, really good.
Yeah, he's done a fair job, absolutely. Oh, this time was in 2 minds. Adnan Khan is stampeding down the wicket, but he will be run out. Easily done by Faisal Altaf. And Adnan's innings will come to a premature end. 29 of 19. Good presence of mind from the young fast bowler.
And good bowling as well. He has been bowling slower balls. This one was a quicker one. And in comes Adnan. Well, this was never a signal for someone like Adnan who doesn't like to run. He's going to slowly walk back to his dugout. It's 92 for 4 after 9.4. Brilliant stuff coming in from Faisal.
फील्ड पे भाग के मियां नीचे उतर मियां बोल के आएंगे 2 और बोल के आएंगे ओह माय गॉड माय फ्रेंड इज हियर क्या हाल है आज नमाज तो भाई रुकती नहीं रहा
New batter in is Ehtisham Siddiqui. Well, he was striking some big blows in the previous game. 175 strike rate is not bad at all. Let's see if he can land a few. Off the pads. Good Yorker there. Slightly inaccurate, and he's just having a word with himself. Needed to beat that fine leg, would have gotten a boundary. So a maximum gets them to 99. I think Z Game strikers and the skipper Shahrukh Amin will be very satisfied with the bowling effort.
Absolutely. 9 runs of the last over and just 7 of this one. This is brilliant bowling coming in towards the death for Z Game strikers. Faisal is going to bowl the last ball here. They need a big shot. Get the target to that 100 mark for psychological pressure.
Oh, he's tried to paddle it, been trying to be fancy, waiting for Jibby Alex's call. And no, it will not be a wide, and I completely agree with him. You were moving around in the crease, trying to be a bit too cheeky there. They will scamper for 1. So 94 is what they have managed in their allotted 10 overs, Rasasi.
Absolutely. I think it was a very good call coming in from the umpire. He had moved way outside the off stump, premeditating that shot. He was better off playing it through the line if he had stayed in the same position that he had taken his stance at. Nonetheless, very good comeback from Z Game strikers after that couple of big overs in the middle for these two, Adnan and Malik. A very good partnership between these two, taking the total just to 94, which is a modest total in the context of the game.
Most certainly, they're well in the game. So let's take a look at the batting scorecard for you. The Z Game strikers, they struck early. Mohammad Jawadullah with 2 wickets to his name, really set them back. 29 of 19 for Adnan. 2 golden ducks, Syed Maqsood, and of course Abdul Hafiz Afridi, cleaned up by Mohammad Jawadullah. Fantastic young find, left arm pacer. Safir Tariq, 22 of 15, a decent hand. And then it was that partnership between Abdul Malik and Adnan Khan that gave the score some respectability, but 13 extras, Fazan. I think they'll feel a bit disappointed with that.
Absolutely, way too much, 13 extras. A decent total, I'd call it that. 94 for 5. Mohammad Jawad, look at those figures. 2 overs, 14 runs, picking up 2 wickets, just going at 7 runs apiece. Mohammad Ismail, 2 overs, 22 runs. Nadir Hussain, 2 overs, again, brilliant 2 overs, 12 runs, picking up a wicket as well. Glenn Fernandez was expensive today. He's a brilliant bowler. 2 overs, 24 runs, picking up a wicket. And Faisal Altaf finishing really well. 2 overs, 13 runs. And he bowled at the last over, mind you. So brilliant stuff coming in from the Z Game strikers here.
Yeah, the bowlers were certainly on their A game. Let's take a look at the highlights of this batting effort then. Look at that Yorker, absolutely picture perfect. Clipping leg stump, and then Abdul Hafiz Afridi completely dismissed. Look at those wickets opening up. And then Nadir Hussain, Safir Tariq, that was his dismissal. trying to force that off the back foot. Then Glenn Fernandez got hit for a few, but before that he did take... No, he didn't. That was a 6, pardon me. And then it was another forcing shot off the back foot. That was the catch taken there. Nader Hussain everywhere. And then Adnan Khan cut loose, lofting that over square leg, just beating the fielder. Then Abdul Malik went downtown 2 times in a row in the same over. Big shots straight down the wicket and put Glenn Fernandez under pressure. This one was the pick of the lot, using his feet, and he's got a lot of power about him. Then it was Mohammad Ismail in the floating power play. He was picked up for 6. Nader Hussain bowled a brilliant over. He was hit for a 6, but then bounced back beautifully, kept Abdul Malik and Adnan quiet. And this was the dismissal of Adnan, well short of his crease in that run out. No mistake made by Faisal Altaf. So 95 runs is the target for Z Game strikers. Only have to go at 9.5 and over. With their skillful and deep batting lineup, they should be well in the game. We'll take a short break and be right back for their run chase. So stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vision Cricket Centre in Sharjah. It's fan code DCC X10 Division 2, match number 16 in progress, and that is the news from the middle. Rasasi batting first, have posted a score of 94 runs in their allotted 10 overs. Adnan Khan 29 of 19, Safir Tariq 22 of 15, and Abdul Malik 23 of 18, the standout batters. Joining me in the com box, it's Abdul Rahman Tariq. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Ahmed Khwaja. Good evening to all our viewers. Mohammad Jawad, what a spell. That first over, 2 wickets for just 4 runs. And Nadir Hussain and Glenn Fernandez picking up a wicket each, but those 13 extras, just maybe a bit too much. They could have easily kept them under 80, 85.
Yeah, they bowled beautifully, especially young Mohammad Jawadullah. He's been the find of the tournament for me. Young 21-year-old left-arm pacer, a lot of pace, a lot of verve, a lot of hostility. Loves to use that bouncer. Meanwhile, Furqan Khalil and Shah Rukh Amin to the right of your screen, the regular Z Games openers striding out to the middle with the job at hand. It's not a big target, and they should get it gunned down relatively easily.
Yeah, they're full strength today. They've got Lovepreet Bajwa back as well, and Akshay Rathore at number 4. So power pack top 4. This man, he got first ball wicket of Shah Rukh Amin. Faisal Amin, no relation.
Yeah, gets that late swing for sure. Skillful left arm pacer. We've seen a couple in this Division 2 tournament. Furqan Khalil, he's threatened to score a big score, but not quite been able to deliver. Best of 33, and that strike rate certainly needs improving.
Yeah, and he'll enjoy this because he likes the ball coming into him. Shah Rukh Amin, at one stage, was one of the highest run scorers in the top 2. Has fallen down the ladder, so to speak. But he'll want to step up in this game.
Yeah, these matches coming thick and fast. 3 wickets in the tournament for Faisal Amin. Excellent economy rate. So he'll be looking to keep it tight and perhaps nip out a couple of these batters early on. Put some pressure on the men in dark blue. Let's take a look at the field. Ring field on the offside, mid-off, mid-on up. So he has that deep third and the deep square. Orthodox fast bowlers field.
And the first ball is key here. If he can get that in swing going, he'll fancy his chances in the 2 overs. But if he can't, well then the Z Game strikers will look to attack against him and get some runs quickly.
Right then, the run chase is underway. Oh, inside edge onto the pads, playing across the line. That's dangerous, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, he's very lucky. That was trademark Faisal Amin first up. The in-swinger. And it's Furqan Khalil who's gotten some part of that bat to save him. Otherwise, that appeal would have hurt all the way to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, just going towards mid-wicket rather than straight. Need to be careful against a man who can swing the ball genuinely. Shah Rukh Amin, well, he'll have to be careful outside his off-stump, prodding at the ball. I'd like to see a slip in there. Put some extra pressure on the strikers.
Well, the score is just nervy enough to be a bit defensive. Oh, they've listened to you, Ahmed Khwaja.
There you go. Somebody's wearing a Bluetooth headset in there. Fly slip in place, and that square leg is coming in. Very interesting. They've pushed the deep cover back.
Yeah, that makes sense. If he's keeping it outside off stump, that's a good attacking field. That's not just a catching field, but might even be a run scoring.
Most certainly. Good thinking. Let's see if he can execute, though. Oh, getting that outside edge indeed. Abdul Hafiz Afridi floating around at backward point.
Shah Rukh Amin just a bit nervous at the toss. He was mentioning he wasn't happy to get out first ball to Faisal. And that does stay in the back of your mind when a bowler has gotten you out first ball.
Oh, 100%. We can ask Mohammad Hafiz every time he played South Africa. Trying to force that towards the leg side. Only going to be a quick single to mid-on. And Shah Rukh Amin is underway.
Not a bad result for Rasasi. They want the right-hander back on strike against Faisal Amin.
Perhaps have that catching mid-wicket for that flick in the air. Or for that push outside off, a catching extra cover. He's not bowling too quickly, but certainly getting that ball to dip in late.
Yeah, just 3 fielders on the leg side in the circle would be a better option. They're stuck with the normal. Again, some in swing and straight to the fielder.
Better shot this time. Playing straight, presenting the full face of the bat. Furqan Khalil does have that style about him, doesn't he? Lovely pickup, good bat swing, and he hits boundaries all along the carpet very naturally.
From the Rashid Latif Academy in Karachi, you can see that in his batting and his wicket keeping as well.
Yeah, certainly a live wire. This time, an expansive pull shot, kept a touch low. And this is excellent bowling from Faisal Amin.
Getting some bounce as well. Haven't seen that too much on this vision centre wicket. He's very lucky. Could have easily dragged it onto the stumps.
Like you mentioned, it could be a nervy start. And accurate bowling has certainly induced that in the strikers. Big full toss is missed out and given. Umpire Sunij with no doubt in his mind. And that's the first blow to the strikers.
I'll tell you what, it's very similar to the way Jawadullah got his wickets. But I would think Furqan Khalil is a bit unlucky there. That has hit him outside of leg stump. I'm not sure if it was going to crash into leg stump.
Well, it's a big blow regardless. Furqan Khalil goes for a low score, 1 off 4. First over done and dusted, 2 for 1.
Lefty. बहुत आला shanes. FTP ना? कौन है? FTP नहीं है?
So it's going to be Fahad Tariq, 5 wickets in the tournament. Bowls healthy in swing. Economy rate slightly on the higher side. I'm sure his elder brother needs to give him some tips.
Well, the only thing I'd like to say is happy birthday to you, Mr. Fahad Tariq Bhatt. It is his birthday today.
Well, that's very nice. I hope you get him a big fancy gift.
It is in the car.
Well, I know where to steal it then. Meanwhile, Shahrukh Amin, well, more pressure on the captain then. He has to manage this run chase. Oh, it's a full toss. Belted towards mid-wicket. Didn't quite catch it on the blade. Very lucky it didn't fall to hand. And Fahad Tariq is equally lucky that wasn't smashed into over 1.
In fact, talking about Fahad Tariq's birthday, Abdur Rahman Tariq might have given him one of his own cars to drive for the day. You know, he has so many of them. Mashallah.
Well, that's now on record. Abdullah Salim, the new batter in. I haven't seen a lot of him, so always interested to see a new talent emerging. And well, a lot of bold statements being made on air. Boldham! The perfect in-swing Yorker from the birthday boy.
Well, that's the trademark of Fahad Tariq. Abdullah Salim has not played him. He doesn't know what's coming. We know it. And so does Fahad. The perfect in-swinger. Look at that hoop. Slight inside edge. And the birthday gift he wanted, he's gotten that. A wicket in his first over.
What a start to the second innings. The Z Game strikers firmly on the back foot now. It's a golden duck for Abdullah Salim. 3 for 2. New batter in is Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, aka Lovey. So he's been in good touch. Played some fluent innings in this tournament so far. Strike rate of 150 and look at that, best of 61. So he certainly needs to stay at the crease for a long time tonight because the Z Game strikers are under pressure.
Yeah, big breakthroughs. 2 wickets in the first 2 overs.
Right then, Fahad Tariq. Oh, almost snuck through once again. Big inside edge. Squeezed towards fine leg for 1.
Well, the difference there was Lovepreet Bajwa was a bit closer to the ball. And that's why he had it slightly covered compared to Abdullah, who played it far away.
This has been excellent disciplined bowling from Rasasi. First, Faisal Amin set the tone and now Fahad Tariq backing him up. They're a good combination, genuinely swing the ball. Shahrukh Amin, while dragging the ball to the leg side, he's not playing the ball on its merit, but they will scamper for a quick single.
Oh, a bit poor from both Fahad and Hassan. There was a run-out opportunity. Shouldn't have been a single there. Every run matters here. They're not defending a big total.
Yeah, they're not the most athletic side, Rasasi, and yeah, he should have done better there. Perhaps just losing his footing on the edge of the pitch there. And that would have been close. Mohammad Hassan, one of the better fielders in the side.
And again, Fahad wouldn't mind that. The left-hander off strike.
Oh, once again, he's aiming for that base of the leg stump. And he's getting closer and closer. Brilliant over so far by Fahad. Look at that. Spearing in.
Oh, again, the bat saving him. Oh, this is a very good over so far. Just the 3 off it. Can he finish off well?
On the pads. Only going to be a leg by. I think they'll take that any day. Brilliant start to the game for Rasasi. 6 for 2 at the end of 2 overs. Faisal Amin continues. Lovepreet looking for some form, looking for some rhythm. Both batters struggling to find their touch. And a big full toss will certainly help. Beats the extra cover. Long off. Mohammad Hassan will clean it up. Got away with that one, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but the most productive delivery so far has been that full toss, aiming at the stumps. Jawadullah picking up 2 wickets, Faisal Amin as well. But yeah, just outside off stump and no power play. So just the 4 fielders in the ring.
Pulled away with some authority and plenty of distance by Shahrukh Amin.
Oh, he's very good on the short ball. He was waiting for it. And he's dispatched that over mid-wicket for a maximum. No fielder there as well. Beautiful hit.
Yeah, that just sat up to be smashed. And Shahrukh Amin obliged. So Faisal Amin, the one thing you certainly can't do is drop it short. And that will give the Z Game strikers a healthy dose of confidence.
And confidence for Shahrukh Amin as well. At maximum, the first boundary for the Z Game strikers were in the 3rd over.
So Faisal Amin needs to regroup here. Oh, bowled him! What a Jaffa from Faisal Amin. The perfect response.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. You don't usually see him celebrate a wicket, but he has really enjoyed it. kept a touch low. Just coming in. Brilliant. Ahmed Khwaja has enjoyed that.
That's an absolute corker. Look at that. Straighten off the pitch. And poor Shahrukh Amin. Well, I feel sorry for him. He got an absolute killer delivery from Faisal Amin. 13 for 3.
well done, boys, IT आगे शाबाश. वो वाइड होती है उधर, वो स्विंग होती है. शाबाश शाबाश, बहुत राइट शाबाश. रेडी है फिर चेंज कर ले मेरी वाली हो रहा है. शाबाश हो रहा है. Short fine, short square.
New batter in is young Akshay Rathore, stylish player. Good strike rate. And that 29 was just in the previous game, so he'll be feeling good about himself. But what a fight back here from Rasasi.
Yeah, the last time they played each other, Rasasi was knocked out for 62, but they made a fist of that, chased down in the last over, so they know they have the bowling. That's why they won the toss and elected to bat first today.
Yeah, they're a resilient side for sure. I remember that game well. Z Game strikers really had to toil for that low score. And this time, once again, it's going to be an uphill task for them to hunt down this 95-run target. Oh, struck him on the pads. Big appeal. Turned down by Sunij.
Well, everything happening here. He was on the front foot. And it was very close.
Well, that's probably a whisker away from that leg stick. Very, very close indeed. Akshay overbalancing there. Has to be careful against the left arm swing bowler. Oh, struck on the pad on the back foot this time. Oh, he raised his left hand. I thought that dreaded digit was coming up.
I thought he was nodding yes, but he was nodding no. Unbelievable bowling here by Faisal Amin.
Well, he's certainly bowling like somebody who's had a birthday recently. Oh, that was much closer on the back foot. He's surviving by the barest of margins. Let me tell you, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, just maybe where it pitched, but Sunij has had a good day so far.
Lovepreet Singh Bajwan strike now. Firmly tucked into mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2. But Syed Maqsood in there relatively swiftly. Brilliant spell from Faisal Amin. Outstanding. 2 for 10 on the day. And could have easily had a third or fourth. 15 for 3.
Captain, minus 3 minutes, Captain.
Good to see both lead pacers getting an extended spell here from Mohammad Rashid. Fahad Tariq continues. He's been picked up, not timed at all, and it's going to drop in front of the mid-wicket at the charm. Well, that was a risky shot.
No, a bit of a stare from Fahad. Was a difficult opportunity. Square leg, slightly finer than it should have been.
Yeah, needed him more towards mid-wicket. Ehtisham is a very good fielder. Super fit. I think he'll enjoy these bowling conditions as well. Right arm fast, hits the deck hard. Inside edge. Well, how many have we seen of Fahad Tariq's bowling today? And that's gone for 4.
Well, again, very unlucky this time. Akshay Rathore, they have no clue what's coming. The in-swinger, just unplayable at the moment from both ends.
Well, there's nothing FTB about his bowling. They haven't been able to touch him. Big chase and no chance for the short fine leg. Streaky boundary. And that required run rate is climbing up by the second as well. Excellent bowling from Rasasi.
What, 74 odd runs to win from here.
That's hovering around 11-12 runs per over. Struck on the pad. Jibby Alex thinking about it and has been refused. Well, how close was that? Given as leg buys as well.
Oh, he's saying it's going down. Fahad still asking the question. Oh, they look perplexed at the moment here, Rasasi. Very, very lucky. Akshay Rathod again.
Well, they're living on the edge here, both Z Game strikers. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, that was very close. Very, very close. Perhaps missing leg stick, but that was too close to call. I think Fahad Tariq is unlucky there.
Oh, the wicketkeeper was celebrating. Wasn't even appealing at that time. Are they going to push for two young legs? No, just a single.
Brilliant bowling. Absolutely sensational swing bowling. It feels like Sunday morning somewhere in Essex, not in the Vision Cricket Centre, the way the two fast bowlers for Rasasi have been swinging the ball around corners.
And good to see that from the captain as well. Continued spell. Well. Again the inside edge. Again a chance. This time for a run out.
Well, he should have a leg slip. The number of times we've seen inside edges go past that leg stick. Incredible spell, Fahad Tariq. Let's take a look here once more. Yeah. Oh, just jamming the bat down. And Lovepreet getting on strike. Well, it's his final delivery. Try to make it count, young man.
23 for 3. Just the end of over number 4 coming in. They're going at about 6 and over. They need, as you said, maybe about 12. This is a big delivery here now.
Beautifully bowled. Absolutely has that ball on a rope. Fantastic spell from Fahad as well. 1 for 11 on the day. But those are two big guns that have been removed from the bowling equation. 24 for 3. Well, that top order has been blown away by Faisal, Amin and Fahad Tariq. Abdullah Salim in particular playing a very poor shot. Shahrukh, Amin and Furqan Khalil. Well, I think they'll just say the bowlers got the better of me, Abdur Rahman.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lovepreet and Akshay both are very lucky still to be there. Very close calls of LBWs on both bowlers.
Faisal Altaf can bat a bit. Of course, they have Nadir Hussain. Mohammad Ismail can swing a few. And it's going to be one left arm seam up replacing the other. Abdul Malik coming in. Another very handy option to have. He gets the ball to go across the right-hander.
Yeah, slightly different angle of approach. So there'll be some relief here now. But 6 wickets in the tournament so far. Very good economy rate as well, and a 4-wicket haul.
Yeah, he's a very good player for this format especially. Big striker of the ball. Very consistent seamer as well. Let's see what he can get out of this surface. It's a slightly older ball now. Oh yes, he's getting it to hoop as well. Right on the money.
Well, one of the reasons why that ball is still swinging around is because it's still new. They haven't been able to knock the leather off it. Just 1 6 and 1 boundary so far from the Z Game strikers.
Required run rate has jumped to exactly 12. So there you go. Now they need a 6 every over. Pressure on the shoulders of these young lads. Akshay Rathod and Lovepreet. Solidly behind it. The way he sets up and is built, he reminds me a lot of South Africa's Aiden Markram.
Yeah, very good catch there. Does bat like Aiden Markram as well. That high elbow cover drive that we've seen from Akshay Rathod.
And I remember watching Aiden Markram all the way back in 2014 in the Under-19 World Cup. That was another lost final for us. Well, let's not talk about that.
Too soon, Ahmed Khwaja, too soon.
Yeah, the world is in a haze for the last 18 hours or so. Round the wicket now. Nicely bowled, changing the pace up. And Nicely deposited for a quick single as well.
Well, they know the outswinger is coming, but it is coming at pace. And again, the variable bounce here at the Vision Cricket Centre just keeps you in two minds as a batsman.
And full credit to that man at the lower half of your screen, Mohammad Rashid. He's marshalled his resources beautifully. Inflicted a lot of pressure on the strikers, even though he's not defending a massive score. Attempted Yorker dug out. Only going to be one. Perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, these last two deliveries, just at the halfway stage, they are the key right now. They need 12 and over. A boundary or a 6 here would keep them with the run rate. A good over here would shoot that up to about 13 or 14 even.
Well, they still have Mohammad Hassan to use in their attack. Genuine fast bowling all-rounder. Who would be the fifth bowler for you, Abdurrahman?
Well, they have Hafiz Afridi and Ehtisham. So maybe a couple of overs or one over each.
Nicely flicked and beats the fine leg. Well, Abdul Malik got a bit greedy there. Going for the magic delivery. And how elegantly played was that by Akshay Rathore. Glorious.
Well, again, targeting the stumps. Why is your fine leg in the circle? As a fast bowler, you know that is a boundary zone. Just have to get a little bit of bat on it.
Really has great balance, Akshay. And he looks good when he plays his shots. And like you mentioned, with the long off in place, long on in place, protection on the leg side, why are you going for that $1 million delivery? Just inflict that run rate pressure and they will have to react. Still a decent over, though, only 7 off it.
Yeah, but I don't understand why he's got a spinner's field, especially at his pace.
Oh, played across his front pad, beats the keeper, back-to-back boundaries, and the pressure has just been released. 35 for 3 at the halfway stage, and this game is right in the balance. To take you through, I'll hand it over to Asghar Khan and Faizan Khan.
हेलमेट नहीं उतारने देता पूरी गेम तुझे आजा हसन बॉलर हसन
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khawaja. And at the halfway stage is 35 for 3 Z games after early loss of wickets. Akshay and Lovepreet trying to build a partnership.
Yeah, 11 runs coming off that last over. A good one for Z game strikers. The best of them, in fact, of the first 5 overs here. Lovepreet Bajwa batting on 8 of 10. Akshay Rathore looking good, 14 of 9. He failed yesterday. Would want to make up for it. As in comes Mohammad Hassan. 4 innings, 4 wickets, 9.5 his economy. Pretty good. Average, very good, 14.25.
Mohammad Hassan is a wily customer and experienced, and he bowled a lot of off-cutters into the pitch.
Cut away, nicely done, into the gap, opening the face of the bat just at the right moment. Lovepreet, and I love that shot from Lovepreet. 4.
Lovepreet is a terrific young talent, and width provided by Hassan this time. And on that occasion there was not much pace off the ball, skidded on beautifully and beautifully played by Lovepreet.
Yeah, nicely done, but a poor delivery to start the over with. Short and wide outside the off-stump. Room there for Lovepreet to open his arms. Just extending his arms, leaning into the shot, opening the face of the bat. Elegantly played. Nicely played. 39 for 3. Things looking better now for Z Games.
Slow delivery is trying to go over the top. Oh my words, has he dropped it? Abdul Malik made a meal of it. Mohammad Hassan changing the pace, and it was in the slot. Lovepreet looking to go downtown. Miscuing that one, and that's a drop. This will be a costly miss.
You don't get easier catches than that. It was a very, very easy take. You get even more difficult catches in practice. This was easier than that as well. Poor drop.
Terrific shot on the front foot. Sweeper doesn't have a chance, and that's gone for 4. Akshay Rathore into his elements, driving beautifully through the offside.
Yeah, what a shot. Oh, majestic is the word that comes to mind. On the up. Feet firmly planted and all along the carpet. Timing perfect. Execution perfection. Brilliant shot. Good over this for the Z Game strikers. 414 of the first 3 deliveries. 9 came off the first 3 balls. They need to make sure that this turns out to be a big over for them, Z Games, if they need to get into the game. And they are looking in the game now. After 5.3 overs, it's 44 for 3. In comes Hassan. Pressure on him now.
He went for the slower off cutter. Luckily for him, that on that occasion, Akshay couldn't place it fine enough to beat the man on the 45. Meanwhile, it's a good partnership developing after early loss of a couple of wickets. And Akshay and Lovepreet looking good.
Absolutely. Both of them are now looking for runs. Mind you, Lovepreet was dropped on 13. How costly is that drop gonna be? We'll have to wait and watch. Yesterday, Maqsood was dropped multiple times and he made them pay. Big time. Scored 96 not out. They would need a big innings from one of these two to actually get to that 95 run mark, the target there. Outside the off stump. Oh, soft hands. Beautifully played by Lovepreet. Let it come to him. Opening the face of the bat just at the right moment and running it down towards the vacant third man region for 4.
Through this partnership, Z Games finding some momentum, and that is beautifully played. Normally in T10 cricket, everybody is looking to smack that one, but there's a touch play. Soft hands, just guiding the ball past the keeper, and that's a vital boundary. Some momentum here for Z Games through Lovepreet and Akshay Rathore.
Also, Hassan is not bowling to his field. He cannot bowl this delivery with third man up. Down the ground this time. Oh, beautiful. What a shot once again from Lovepreet. You drop him, he's going to hit you back to back for 2 boundaries. Wonderful over coming in for the strikers here. 4 fours and 2 singles in this particular over. Overall 18 runs from the over. The last 2 overs have produced runs, and this is what was required for Z Game strikers. With that 4, it's also 50 up. It's 53 for 3 after 6 now.
Very expensive over there from Mohammad Hassan. Went for 18. And Lovepreet and Akshay Rathore on song now. Building a wonderful partnership. 53 for 3 after 6. And these 2 youngsters giving a lot of hope to Z Game strikers.
31 runs have come in the last 2 overs, mind you. This partnership is looking very threatening now, and Lovepreet Bajwa has taken over Akshay Rathore, who was well ahead of him till the last over was bowled. Akshay is on strike. He's looking good. 19 of 11. Bajwa looking very murderous right now. 21 of 14 deliveries. Abdul Hafiz Afridi has the ball in his hand now. He hasn't picked up a lot of wickets. Picked 1 yesterday. He would want to add to that tally of 1 wickets in this particular over. He needs to contain. That should be the first target for Afridi.
Beautiful start by Afridi, pitching the ball right up in the block hole. He's an experienced campaigner, and they really need him, Rasasi, to come good in this over, because the last 2 overs been really expensive, and Afridi need to pull things back, maybe break this partnership.
Absolutely. Pick up a wicket here. Otherwise, Z Game strikers are looking very well into the game, mind you. 6.1 gone, 54 for 3. Both these are batting like masters. A false start. Afridi is going to go to his mark once again and start all over again. Lovepreet on 21 of 14. Shortish run-up coming in for Afridi. The first ball was more than decent, actually. A Yorker.
Fielder is under it. Has he crossed it one more time? It's a drop. Oh my words. Fiz Afridi changing the pace, went wide of off stump, and Lovepreet has sliced it to deep extra cover. And Another drop.
Very poor. We saw 6 lives being given yesterday to Maqsood. And they are at the receiving end today. Rasasi. Lovepreet made them pay in the last over. 3 fours of his bat in that last over. Down the ground this time. Nicely bowled, nicely played. Some swing as well for Afridi. It was in the slot, mind you. Couldn't capitalize on it because of that late swing coming in.
Yeah, Afridi does mix things around. He's a good cricketer. And he created that chance. And Lovepreet twice been dropped now. He must take it deep and now give a chance to these strikers because he's got already 2 lives.
Absolutely. Is he going to be a third time lucky? Well, for the sake of Z-Game strikers, I hope so. But then again, you can't get away giving out catches all the time. You need to place the ball perfectly well. Slow ball, dipping just at the last moment. Well played by Lovepreet Bajwa. Eventually into the gap. They're running for a 2 here. Good running between the wickets. Brilliant running between the wickets. Overthrows, is it? I think they're back too far out. There's not going to be an overthrow there. But what a good over this is turning out to be from Hafiz Afridi. A drop chance. Only 5 runs in the first 4 deliveries. Brilliant start for Afridi.
Yeah, Afridi is bowling really well using his experience. But again, Syed Maqsood is not the quickest. And brilliant piece of running between these 2 youngsters. They are fit, live wires between the wickets. And Rasasi have to pick up their fielding if they want to close this game down.
Well, yeah, nothing to take away from Lovepreet Bajwa and Akshay Rathore. They ran really well between the wickets on that occasion. It's 58 for 3. They need at least a boundary in this over to keep that run rate going. Bajwa on strike once again. 24 of 16. Concentration on his face showing. Down the leg side. Oh, poor. Very poor from the Rasasi players. It was a poor delivery and even poorer work behind the stumps from Adnan Khan. So the boundary that I was talking about comes without a ball being bowled. That's 5 wides here. And strikers now 63 for 3 into the game big time.
Yeah, that is sluggish. Adnan couldn't get across, and first Hafiz Afridi, after building up a very good over, just drifting down the leg side, and that's 5 wides. That's a costly boundary.
So 5 runs in the first 4 deliveries and now 10 runs in the first 4 deliveries. That is the difference 5 wides can do to your figures. 63 for 3. Here we go for the 5th ball of the over. Bajwa on strike once again. Nicely bowled. Beautifully bowled. If he can bowl those deliveries full and wide outside the off stump, why was he trying to bring it in? Well, sometimes as a bowler you try to do too much and that becomes your mistake. And that is why he was taken for 10 runs in those first 4 deliveries here. Nicely bowled. Beautiful shape to the ball. Wonderful delivery.
Absolutely. He needs to stick to this one more often than not, especially when you're landing them well. You got to stick to that. And also, you know, you can protect one side of the field. It's much easier rather than mixing in swing and out swing at the same time. This time he went straight, walked through square leg. Faisal Amin comes around, does well for a big man. And Lovepreet picks up another 2 after there's one more delivery going. End of the over is 65 for 3 after 7. And 30 runs required in the last 3 overs. We got a game on here at Vian Center.
18 balls, 30 runs, 65 for 3. 30 runs to win. Batsman, thank you. Batsman.
Game on here, 30 more required, 18 balls remaining at just 10 runs and over. The way they are going in the last 3-4 overs, they can easily get their Z-Game strikers, but these 2 need to be there. So it becomes of utmost importance for Rasasi to pick them up. They have dropped Lovepreet twice in the last 2 overs. Akshay Rathore is going to be on strike. He's been off strike for quite a while, in fact, now. 21 of 13 deliveries. He's going to be on strike. Look at the scorecard. Disappointing up top. Furqan, 1 of 4. Shahrukh, 9 of 6. Abdullah couldn't score. Then Lovepreet and Akshay, both of them are going all guns blazing here. And they've taken their team in a position where they can easily win this game here.
Nothing silly is required here. Just 30 runs of 18 balls, pressure on. But you got to keep your head and run hard between the wickets like they've been doing. Ehtesham is into the attack. This is a pressure over. Make or break situation for Rasasi.
Ehtesham Siddiqui has been really good in this tournament till now. 4 innings, 4 wickets, 8.5. His economy rate average of just 12.75. That means every 12.75 runs, he picks up a wicket. Akshay Rathore is going to be on strike. This is going to be the 8th over. Make it or break it over. 30 of 18. Here we go. Downtown. Beautiful. Oh, brilliant start to the over. Back of the length. Extending his arms. Hitting it in the cow corner. Brilliant shot from Akshay.
Terrific shot. Front foot pull. That's Australian style because he's brought up in Australia. He plays this shot particularly well. He was onto the front foot and just a great extension of the arm. Flat, hard boundary over, long on. Ehtesham straight away under pressure. Last over, he dropped a sitter of Lovepreet.
26 of 17. Outside the off stump and pumped again into the gap. Couple of runs, certainly. They're running back. They're running back. No, they are not. They say no just at the right time. It was a good throw coming in from the deep as well. Excitement coming into this game with this wonderful partnership between Lovepreet Bajwa and Akshay Rathore. Only 25 needed now of 16 deliveries. Z game strikers, you need to believe you can get there.
Absolutely, but for Rasasi point of view, they are looking for one mistake from either of the batsmen to get brought them back into this game.
Oh, masterful. Up and over, inside out. Possibly the shot of the game. Brilliant stuff coming in from Lovepreet Bajwa. He's on 32 of 19. And what a time to bring up a 6 for his team.
Terrific shot from young Lovepreet. I have seen him do this time and again in domestic cricket, and he is doing it again tonight. One of the most important innings coming at the right time for Z games.
Also, our match referee, Mr. Shiju Sam, trying to catch it, failed at it. Nobody is able to catch it. Going for a reverse ramp here, poor shot. If you can hit those down the ground like that, why do you need to try and innovate, especially when you've got runs in the first 3 deliveries? 11 of them, mind you. This is very poor. Inexperience coming in from Lovepreet Bajwa here.
Yeah, you can't afford to make such mistakes at this point of time, especially with 19 required of 14 deliveries. You need 2 good hits, and when you're in that sort of form, you take the odds in your favor and go downtown.
Or simple, go for a single, rotate strike. It has to be a wide outside the off stump. The idea was right to go wide, full and wide, but just could not control it. Ehtesham under the pump. 12 runs in his 4 deliveries. Game-changing over. We called it before the over started that this is the make it or break it over. And it's breaking it for Rasasi here.
Yeah, this sort of situation, you got to be at your A game while executing your plans. And Rashid having a word with Ehtesham. He knows these 2 deliveries are very, very important. He got to pull it back, maybe go for a wide yorker, squeeze them for a couple of runs to take the game deep into the last 2 overs.
There you go, downtown. This might just be a chance, is it? No, it is not. It's another 6 coming in from Lovepreet Bajwa. This over has turned the game on its head. It's now just, 12 required of 13 deliveries. Awesome shot, awesome hitting coming in from Lovepreet Bajwa.
Terrific hit again. Maintaining his shape, going straight down the ground, and Ehtesham was going for a yorker. He missed his length, and Lovepreet is playing a blinder here tonight.
Last ball, dot ball to end the over, but runs have come off it. 18 of them, in fact. Just 12 needed now. 12 balls remaining. What a game. What a partnership. What a player. Lovepreet Bajwa. 83 for 3 after 8. Start of the floating power play here in the 9th over. Mandatory power play in the 9th over to be taken as Ehtasham's over comes to an end. He gave away 18 runs. Started off with a boundary, then a 6 down the ground. Bajwa has looked really good playing down the ground. He needs to repeatedly keep doing that. He's on strike once again. Down the leg side. Poor delivery. Off here. My fellow commentator Asghar and I were talking about the fact how some players can be self-destructive. We were talking about batters who throw it away after making a match. But I don't see that happening here because 11 of 12 deliveries, they can run on every single delivery and they can easily get there now.
They got to keep it really simple, and because the bowlers are also under pressure, Abdul Malik needs to be on the money. And it's a no ball. A wide ball to start off. Overstep here. This is, what is not needed by Rasasi. Your premier fast bowler coming back into attack. Just 6 runs per over required and you're giving away extras. He's struggling a little bit. Akshay and Lovepreet have pulled things dramatically in favor of Z Games after early losses of wickets. Fahd Tariq and Faisal Amin really pinned them back. Beautiful change of pace. Akshay is looking to hit this one through mid-wicket.
Again, no need to be a hero here. Just get it on the bat, rotate the strike, get your runs, go home and celebrate. Because this kind of victory needs celebration. They were 13 for 3, mind you, in the 3rd over. And into the 9th over, it's 85 for 3. What a knock these two have played. Down the ground, pumped, hammered, 6. What a shot that brings closer to them, to the victory in fact. Z Game strikers striking it out of the park repeatedly. Brilliant hit.
Akshay is a strong boy, and if he gets it right, a stay hit. Has it carried? I think it has. And that boundary was a killer blow, waiting for the umpire's signal. Abdul Malik trying to bowl that off-cutter into the pitch, and Akshay waited it on beautifully and dispatched it over long front for a 6. 4 required.
Missing out on it again. It was just above the off stump, nothing going Rasasi's way. But that's what happens when you drop catches. Luck starts to elude you because, as cliche as it is, catches win matches. It was a slow ball once again, nicely bowled. Giving it the effort here. Malik, 91 for 3, 4 more required, 9 balls remaining. Here we go, 4th ball of the over.
Hit down the ground. Madon was up in the circle. They will pick up a 1. Those 2 catches, believe me, made a huge difference. Lovepreet Bajwa dropped twice. Nothing taking away from him. He played some wonderful shots and it's a great partnership. But in a tight game like this, your fielding must be at absolute best to hold on to your catches.
Agreed. Spot on. Short ball pulled away into the gap. Is it running away? It does run away. What a victory for Z Game strikers. They were 13 for 3 and they eventually won it in the 9th over itself and winning it convincingly, comfortably. Wonderful, wonderful stuff coming in from Z Game Strikers, winning the game by 7 wickets. Oh, what a game.
What a game. What a entertainment we had, and a terrific partnership between two youngsters, Akshay Rathore and Lovepreet, bringing the victory for Z Games. And after early loss of wickets, 3 for 13, and what a comeback. Incredible performance, and they must be really ecstatic, and Sharak Amin is right now feeling on top of the world.
Absolutely spot on. Why shouldn't he? His young team has won the game after being 3 wickets down for just 13 runs. Brilliant partnership from these two young guys. Disappointment for Rasasi. They were outstanding yesterday, riding on some luck and some great shots coming in from Maqsood's bat. Maqsood couldn't perform today. Adnan came late to the party. And I think 94 was never good enough. Look at the scorecard. Nothing from the top 3. Then Lovepreet and Akshay got together. And Lovepreet made them pay for those 2 dropped catches. 42 of just 23 deliveries. Akshay, 33 of 20 deliveries. If man of the match could be shared, for me, it would be these 2 together rather than one of them.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Match referee needs to decide. Look at the bowling figures. Faisal Amin was terrific. He bowled great length, swung the ball, pick up 2 wickets, and Fahad Tariq also bowled brilliantly. Abdul Malik was a bit disappointing tonight because he's a premier fast bowler. He needed to break this partnership and be a little bit economical. Mohammad Hassan was very expensive, 18 runs per over. Abdul Hafiz went for 12, although he created a chance, and an expensive over by Ehtisham Siddique.
Just like the batting, the top 2 performed here. The top 3 didn't perform in the batting. Those are the highlights for you. First over, Plum in front, missing out on that full toss. And then Fahad picked up a wicket as well, birthday boy. Then comes Amin, and this one was hit beautifully, ferociously in fact, but a wicket the next ball. And this is where Rasasi was looking in complete control. Another good shot. This was flicked away beautifully by Akshay Rathore. International standard shot outside the off stump, and a poor delivery to start the over with. Then one of the shots of the day, in fact, on the up, driven beautifully off the back foot down the leg side. Poor fielding from Rasasi. All throughout the game we saw some really ordinary fielding from Rasasi and some really clinical hits coming in from the bat of these 2 after the first 3 wickets. Akshay Rathore and Lovepreet Bajwa. What a shot down the ground that was. Then a short ball played straight back, and that was a brilliant hit as well. Changed the course of the game, that hit. And the match winning shot towards square leg, winning it for Z Game Strikers. Totally, truly, deservedly victorious here. Look at those summary cards. Adnan 29 of 19, Abdul Malik 23 of 18, Safir Tariq 22 of 15. Those were the 3 big scores from Rasasi in their 10 overs. Jawad doing really well, picking up 2 wickets in the first innings. Nader and Glenn supporting him. But Lovepreet Bajwa 42 not out, the highest scorer of the match. And Akshay Rathore following him, 33 of just 20 deliveries. Z Game Strikers winning by 7 wickets. Well, Ahmed Khwaja is on the ground for the post-match presentation. Let's take you there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the fan code DCC X10 Division 2 and match number 16 of the tournament between Z Game Strikers and Rasasi. Well, what a game it was. It was Rasasi who won the toss, elected to bat first, and they could only post a score of 94 for 5 in their allotted 10 overs. And there were a lot of notable performances, especially from Mohammad Jawadullah, the young left-arm speedster from Z Game Strikers, 2 for 14 on the day. But there is only one Player of the Match award that will be presented by Mr. Shiju Sam, our match referee, and it goes to Lovepreet Singh Bajwa for his innings of 42, not out of 23. Outstanding knock under pressure in a must-win game. लवी बहुत ही बढ़िया बारी लगाई. 13 पे 3 थे. तब जब आप अक्षय के साथ मिडिल में खड़े थे तो क्या ख्यालात थे?
सर थोड़ा सा तो प्रेशर होता ही है, नॉर्मल सी बात है, पर इतना था कि अपने पे भरोसा था और अपने टीममेटों पे था कि कहीं भी 6 भी आउट हो जाए पर हम मैच जीत सकते हैं.
अच्छा, और आपका गेम प्लान एग्जैक्टली क्या था, क्योंकि वो बहुत ज़बरदस्त बॉलिंग करा रहे थे?
सर हमारा यही था कि कम से कम 5-6 ओवर तक विदाउट अभी लूज जाएँ और एक बार उस मार को करके फिर अपनी गेम खेलें और देखते हैं कहाँ तक जाती है बात.
बहुत बड़ा मैच था, मस्ट विन मैच था. इतने प्रेशर में खेलना, आपने अपने आप से अंदर क्या बातें कर रहे थे?
यही कि बस जैसे जो मर्जी हो जाए मैच जिता के जाना है और टीम को फाइनल तक पहुंचाना है इस टूर्नामेंट की।
और ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड आप किसके नाम करोगे?
मैं सर ये एजाज़ के नाम करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि वो पीछे से बड़ा सपोर्ट करते हैं हमें अपने मेरे दोस्त, तो उसको ये डेडिकेट करना चाहूँगा मैं।
Outstanding innings, Lavi. Well played.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Well, that was the jolly, the enigmatic Lovepreet Singh Bajwa with an outstanding performance. Stay tuned. We have more action coming from the Fanco DCC X10 Division 2. We have G-Force Lions taking on Cool Boys, but we'll get to that after a short break.